Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. My name is Draygone the Well and Fuzzbottom Jr. and these are some of my patrons. Snow Kieran, Hitter, and a special thanks to my special sponsor, Lit Dragon. When we last left off, we explored the town of Harvest Village, got some information, found some items. Today, well, I'm not going to tell you what we're doing today. Instead, we're going to go ahead and check out this statue, because we're going to go ahead and get a recap from it, and it's going to tell us what we're going to be doing. So how are we doing this? Memory. Let's see here. The Slackers in Harvest want Dray Jr. to rescue Rebecca from Mount Kerning. Figures we'd get stuck with this, but it is an act of heroism. By the way, something I learned off camera is if you choose memory again... Did you forget already? Whatever. Pay attention this time. And then it goes on from there. So, I want to bring up something kind of important, and that is the whole blind Let's Play situation. I've been doing this game blind. I've been trying to do this blind so far. Aside from, finding out about that message off camera. And the thing about blind Let's Plays, especially when it comes to RPG Maker games, is it's really cool as a game developer to watch somebody experience your game for the very first time. At the same time, from an entertainment standpoint, it is a slow and rough process because you are left stumbling around trying to figure out what to do and where to go. Meanwhile, I'm in the middle of a Let's Play of Bunny Link, and I just finished a Let's Play of a Ronin story, and in those games I had a much better idea of what I was doing, and I feel like those Let's Plays are going really smoothly. So I'm trying to figure out if I should try to, well, maybe not do this completely not blind, but do it only partly blind. For example, in today's episode, we're going to be going to a dungeon. What I'm thinking is, say for example, I play through the dungeon off camera to see where I'm supposed to go and what I'm supposed to do and that sort of thing. And then once I figure that out, then I would reload the game, reload my file, and start recording, and we would go on from there, and I would know exactly where to go in the recording. I wouldn't do the boss fight off camera. That needs to be kind of a fresh experience. But stuff like trying to figure out where to go and what to do, I feel like that might go smoother if I checked ahead of time, if I peeked ahead. That's a good way of putting it. Do you think I should peek ahead? Or would you guys rather this be 100% stumbling around, first experience blind? I'm kind of on the fence. Because that blind experience, seeing those raw reactions, is definitely cool. But at the same time, I really like how smoothly Ronin Story and Bunny Link have and gone. And something like that. Anyway, you guys can let me know what you think. Especially you, Sunstorm, since this is your game. Anyway, I am kind of bumping around the walls here because, as it turns out, the Star Shard that I could not find in the last episode is in fact available in town right now. And apparently, I don't even know why I'm talking on the checking the table, because apparently I have to somehow climb on top of the walls. Actually, I wonder if that would be a good spot. If I started midway up the steps, I could have gotten on top of the wall. Alright, well, somehow I need to leap over a wall somewhere. So, let me explore until I find it. Oh, hey, I found it! Oh, wow, this is interesting. So, the side of this bag is actually walkable. And then Sunstorm put a stool here because it's just high enough over the bag that we could also use it as a stepping stool. That's an interesting thing about physical objects in RPG Maker 2. They all have bounding boxes they can all be walked on top of. Even that broom could be walked on top of if there was a way to actually reach the top of it. We'd stand on top of the handle. On that note... Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you can just barely see it, but there is a walkway going straight up from here. Let me adjust the contrast a bit, and you'll see what I mean. Let's see here. Color, where's the contrast? Where is the contrast? I wish this capture program would do a better job showing me what these are. Okay. There. Now you can see it. Going straight up from here. Alright, let's put this back where I had it. Alright. Got Star Shard. But there's no room for Dray Jr. to hold it. Shouldn't it go to the bag? Isn't that automatic? I guess it's not. That's weird. Alright, well, let's put one of these veggies in the bag then. Move it to the bag. That's weird. But at least we get the opportunity to try opening it again. Unlike in RPG Maker 3. Alright, and that's the Star Shard. What is the Star Shard? Max Vitality plus 10! Heck yeah! What is Vitality again? Let me look that up. Vitality is health. Okay, that's simple. How do I use it? I'm not able to use it. Why am I not able to use it? Oh, it's an accessory! Oh! Interesting. Okay. Now see, this is something where blind reaction comes into play. That reaction right there. We would not have gotten that reaction if I already knew ahead of time that it was an accessory. Can I step on top of this? Oops, didn't mean to do that. Nope, cannot step on top of that. Can I step on top of these? No, but I can open them from behind, because why not? Alright, now we're done in town. Now we need to head on over to our next destination, Mount Kerning, to rescue Rebecca. We have no idea why she was kidnapped, but as it so happens, she was kidnapped. Also, she is apparently not from this town. Alright. While I was exploring on the world map and trying to get into random encounters, I noticed there was something up here. Let's go ahead and head up here, and we got an endian. But there's no room for me to hold it. Of course there's not. Oh boy. What do I want more? Luck or HP? 10 HP versus 4 luck. I mean, luck was block rate. So odds are I would dodge more attacks with the lucky charm. They're magically delicious, by the way. I don't know how I failed to make that joke when I found that thing. In this situation, I think I'm going to value the Star Shard over the Lucky Charm for the moment. Because 10 HP is definitely a lot. On that note, need to go back into town and heal. Because equipping that thing, the Star Shard, it increased my max HP, but obviously it does not mean healing your max HP. First things first though, what is an endian? Okay, first off, 4 out of 50 yams found, cool. So, endian, 1 bite and defense will increase. Sounds good to me. Dray Jr. feels tougher instantly. Defenses has been increased by 1. Alright, back into town real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and rest in my bed to heal. We have 2 resting points in this town. We can either talk to Mom or sleep in bed. We talked to Mom last time. Now let us sleep in bed. Actually, I already did that once on camera, so let's just skip to the part where I'm back on the world map. Alright, while I was at it, I saved the game, and on that note, Sunstorm, what is this option? Is this something that's going to get unlocked later on? Because if it's something that's going to get unlocked later on, don't tell me what it is. But at the very least, maybe it would be nice to know if there was a reason why there was a blank space here. For now, I'm assuming that it's an option that you didn't want there, but you couldn't remove it from the menu entirely. Alright, so Mount Kerning. It's a good thing we have a guide here. Where is Mount Kerning? It is this way. Just follow the path. Well, first things first. Can we go up here? This looks like something we can climb up. Well, it is, but it doesn't lead anywhere. Alright, back this way. And random encounter. By the way, I can't help but notice that sometimes when you get into battle, the camera zooms in, and other times it doesn't. Is there a reasoning behind that? Okay, let's go ahead and do a little bit of that. You know, when the battle ends and my character starts flashing, it leaves me under the impression that I took damage right at the end there. Ooh, looks like we're about there. And there it is. Oh, Mount Kerning. Of course it's a volcano. Not to mention, this is supposedly where the Demon Lord Dragon is located. I wonder how much advantage of the 3D this game is going to take. Well, I mean, we already were able to walk on top of walls, so that's something. Huh. We cannot open a treasure chest from an angle. And there's the magic map. Let's go ahead and try using that and find out what it is about. Shows map of the area, gone after use. Well, we can just buy these, so let's go ahead and check it out. Dray Jr. uses the magic map. Dray Jr. open the map. Yes, we just established that. Nice. So, RPG Maker 2 does in fact have a built-in map feature. Now, admittedly, that is a lot of red space around the edges of the map, but here's the thing, it's showing an entire world map. The map that we are currently on is basically a world map. The town we were in is basically a world map. They are all the same size, it's just a matter of how much of the map space you actually use. This dungeon is not using a ton of map space, so that is why it looks like that. Cool to have this, by the way. Wonder where the boss is. There's a staircase somewhere. This place has 2 floors, supposedly. So let me take a look at the guide here real quick. Alright, the left path is blocked off invisibly somehow. So we're going to the left path. See, that time the camera zoomed in twice. Ah, bats. Because every RPG needs bats. Alright, so let's go over another thing in regards to this battle system. Let's go over the combos. So watch the counter on the right side of the screen as I attack. Well, that battle went quickly, but you saw the counter anyway. I got a +5 damage. As your combo goes on, you cause more damage. But there's a little bit more to it than that, which I'll try to explain more in the next place, in the next battle, that is. First things first, we got a wood axe. go ahead and equip that. Interestingly, the world map actually kind of covers your menu. That's weird. So I found the magic map. I found the wood axe. On this floor, that leaves one more item. So the left path is blocked by an invisible force. So of course I gotta go look at it. A strange pressure prevents you from going any further. A blind presence prevents entry beyond this point. But I'm gonna keep trying. Okay. So it's basically an invisible wall. I was a little concerned for a moment when my character did not get pushed back. Alright, where to from here? Into another battle. So let's try out this wood axe. Hounds and bats. Okay, I'm gonna start off with a strong attack here. As soon as they make their move. Whoop. Better be careful. So I'm gonna watch the counter some more, by the way. I'm gonna try something. Didn't quite work out how as I was hoping. So, this battle guide that is supplied with the game talks about how strong attacks, your strongest ones... Oh, how does it word it? Let's see here. Oh, the menu closed automatically. Huh. The battle, that is. Heavy attacks are slow, deal 150% of damage, and decrease your combo counter by 1 each time it's used within a combo. Except I was in the middle of a combo and the damage went up, so it's probably talking about something else. What are you talking about, Sunstorm? Your counter. Is it talking about the stun? No, because all attacks decrease stun. What I'm talking about in regards to stun is... when you're attacking, your attacks stun the enemies. The longer your combo goes on, the shorter the stun lasts, so it's only a matter of time before enemies attack. So you want to get in whatever attacks... Oh gosh. Ow. Oh, and I accidentally escaped from battle. There's the edge of the battlefield, by the way. So... anyway, ideally, you would get in there, try to get in as many attacks as you feel like you can safely do, and then dodge! What about down here? Oh, it all loops around? This is a good map design, by the way. I like it. It's all colorful. It's not just one solid color. It has elevations. This is nice. Just one of you guys, huh? I'm going to have to pay attention the next time I get hit, but I think when you get hit, the controller rumbles. It doesn't rumble when the battle ends. It rumbles when you flee, though. Alright, this has got to be leading to treasure. Indeed it is. And this is the third treasure chest. It's bread. But of course there's no room. So let's solve that situation. Can we use veggies from the bag? Yes, we can. Alright. The thing about the bag is, in RPG Maker 2, you cannot use items from the bag using the default battle system. You can only use the items that your characters are carrying. Not really a concern with a custom battle system, because we can go into this very same menu in the custom battle system. So let's go ahead and move a couple of these in here and find out what this bread is. Heals about 60 vitality. Alright. So far, I've only taken a couple points of damage. Thinking on it, at some point I'm going to want to try to edit out random encounters because they get a little redundant. Okay, yep. I was kind of wondering about the situation in regards to stepping on enemies, because stepped on a blue slime in the last episode and it didn't cause damage. But those wolves, they definitely do not appreciate being stepped on, so don't do it. Oh, by the way, in regards to the situation where enemies don't have any physical boxes, they are like phantom almost, and you can walk through them and they can walk through each other. It's because of a restriction in regards to RPG Maker 2's scripting. Okay, I know there's no more treasures here, but I want to see what's in this way anyway. The situation is this. When you tell an event, such as a wolf, to move in a specific direction or to a specific point... Oh gosh. Ambush. That doesn't sound good. Oh gosh! Those things bring fire. Nope. Ow. Oh boy, that caused a bit of damage. Okay. Ow. Ow. Like, seriously, ow. Okay. Yeah. So there's an advantage to already knowing how to play and that sort of thing, coming here and peeking ahead. I would not have been so distracted by that fight that it would completely interrupt the little explanation that I was about to give. Alright, and what did that do in regards to my hunger? Decreased it by that much. So, anyway, what I was trying to say is when enemies or events such as wolves are told to walk to a specific point or move in a specific direction, if they are blocked by anything, their scripting soft locks, and their script will not continue working until whatever is obstructing their path stops obstructing their path. And so to get around it, Sunstorm just made it so that these enemies don't collide with anything. Okay, on this floor there is a veggie, that's that thing up there, along with some wind shell. There are no monsters on the second floor, if the boss isn't defeated yet. Interesting. So if we came here after defeating the boss, there would be enemies here. Does not say how to reach that veggie up there. The boss is to the north though. Alright, this is easy to get to. Oh, by the way, there is a scripting option in RPG Maker 2 that gets around the blockade error thing, so that if an event tries walking into an object, it goes around it instead. But you have less control over the event's movement when you use that option. And for a battle system like this, Sunstorm clearly wanted some control over his enemy's movements. Yeah, you really have to open these right in front. Or from the side, possibly. Alright, that's the money. Let's go ahead and head to the boss. I don't have to say that. She said it for me. Huh? Do I know you? Ah, never mind. Just help me out here. Again, it gives me an option, and I tempted to say nope, but it's been a while. I haven't saved since town. There's no save point here, so I have to say ready. Here he comes! Oh, he's got a hammer. Ooh, danger. Alright, let me back up a bit, because I'm about to use some strategy. So I said in the last episode that I prefer using these weapons because they have a wider arc and can hit multiple enemies at a time, whereas fighting barehanded does not. However, when there's only one enemy, like a boss, fighting barehanded might be the better option. Do you have any magic? Maybe the counter, oh gosh, maybe the counter that it was talking about where it like goes down. Ow. I'm trying to figure out what exactly you meant when using the strongest attack in the middle of the combo. Oh, and that's that. Victory! Oh, that's some nice experience. Yes! Yes! Thank you! Oh, I love it when bosses give you a big reward. Now, who is this Rebecca person? Thanks for the help! That ogre cornered me into the summit. I'd have been food if you hadn't shown up when you did. My name is Rebecca, by the way. Huh? Dray Jr. earned the hero's power. Selflessness. Learned arrow. Okay. We got magic. Back to the whole blind versus not blind situation. I would not have peeked into that boss fight. I would have found where the boss was, shut things off, and then go back and record. So this part would totally be blind, regardless of whether I peeked ahead or not. Now I get it. You must be some kind of hero. If so, then it's a good thing you came along when you did. You see, there's this bard who tried to take over Polly recently. Yeah, we kind of met him. Naturally, the guards roughed him up and threw him out of the city. Well, technically they chased him out of the city. No, wait. You weren't there when that happened. But he'd mentioned a machine he'd been building here with a monster, so they'd take it by force. The king didn't believe monsters and humans could work together, but I needed to be sure. And I'd found it! There was a massive drill beneath the lava flow! But then that troll found me and Rumble. Okay, Rumble's done. Oh, there's more. And then it was done again. Ah! The machine! My long-winded explanation took too long, and now that wad's going to attack Polly. Quickly! We travel to the city. It's just west of here. I'll meet you there, hero. Before we keep this gravy train chugging, do you want to learn about magic? Yes. To use magic, it first must be assigned to a button outside a battle. Some magic won't need to be assigned and will function out of battle as well. If your mana is high enough, just press the assigned button to use that magic attack. Attacking enemies or buying drinks are good ways to recover mana, and magic is great for combos. I'm still trying to learn about combos, and then it throws this at me. If you want to know more about magic, look around Poly for some books on it. Hold on a sec. Let's back up a bit. I might have misunderstood something. You're talking about Poly. That is not the same as Harvest Village, it occurs to me. You're talking about a castle town, hence why you were talking about a king. Was it Poly you were talking about initially, where you were talking about him coming in and demanding a city and the guards threw him out? Did that happen in Poly? Is this guy trying to take over Poly and Harvest Village? Anyway, you have a city to save. Get a move on. You gonna kick me out of the dungeon? Yes, thank you. Okay, magic. Okay, 13 wind damage. Whips up twin tornadoes. Is that intentional? Which button will you set this on? Okay, I was about to say, how do we set this? We choose it in the menu. Alright, so more button assignments. That is cool. I'm gonna start with L2 because that is where my fingers are currently comfortably resting. Or at least one of my fingers is resting there. My other finger is resting on R2. So I'll save the L buttons for later. Naturally, we gotta find out what it's like to use magic, so instead of going off to rescue Poly, let's head back to our hometown, fight a battle outside of here, and we'll rest up and save and that sort of thing. I tell you what though, this battle system is going to take a bit to learn. Some information I don't quite understand. Oh, easy test enemy. You are target practice, Mr. Slime. There was rumbling there. Oh, it does not go forward. So let's try that again. Interesting. And now we're out of mana, so just attack. Oh, I probably want to re-equip my stuff. Oh, I didn't notice that. The short sword might be a point weaker than the wood axe, but it also adds a point of luck. Let's go for the short sword then. How much did that recover our mana? Didn't get a chance to see. It increased by 1 point. Alright, that's reasonable. Will anybody in town mention the whole thing where we rescued Rebecca? Also, I guess she's from Poly. Maybe that's why people were saying that she's not from around here. Oh man, lunch was delicious! So, did you ever catch that bard? Nope, sadly not. Just double checking that wasn't a random message. Also, I forgot to say, I kinda like the design of these buildings over here. Especially with this and the double entrance. And also the signs hanging over it, and this having the rounded top. It's nice looking stuff you got here. You are definitely putting effort into the look of your game. And that's cool. I've not played too many RPG Maker 2 games that have effort put in the graphics. Well, actually, I suppose I have. To an extent. Untamed Madness, as awful as that game was, It did look pretty for the first half of the game, and then SD Paradise just was probably the best looking RPG Maker 2 game I played so far. It's just a shame that it was only a demo. The rest of the RPG Maker 2 games that I've Let's Played, they were just okay in the graphics department. Oh hey, your parents are gone now. They were talking about going on vacation. I guess now they've gone on vacation. So, bed is the only choice. By the way, 89 Windshell says that we'll find them later on in the game somewhere. Alright, just real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a world map now. I looked over the guide again, and there actually is not a point that says go ahead and buy the world map. It probably was just talking about going to the world map. So let's go ahead and buy the world map. Let's try to exit. Alright, world map. Overworld use only. Shows world map. Okay, first things first. Can it be used from the bag? That was another Dragon Quest sound effect totally just then. Oh, okay. So this is a... Let's use it just this one time to take a big old look at this map, and then we can close it after we're done. Pressing any direction or any button will close it. Alright, let's take an actual look at it now. So we can't just have this open and use it as a guide as we explore. We have to take a look at it and then figure out where we're supposed to go, and then we close it and try to figure out where we go. Or something like that. So this is the world map, huh? You got a lot of those hills, I tell you what. Those little mountain things. Interesting, kind of, sort of. So this is the world. Alright, so we can see where Mount Kerning is right at the center of the map. You know, where the Demon Lord is. Because of course he'd be located in the center of the map. I mean, Final Fantasy does it. Why not this game? So Polly, I assume, is if we take the path all the way to the left. It might even be in that circle of dirt to the left of the path. Doesn't seem to be much place to go beyond that, as far as walking to places goes. So there might be some way to teleport or take a ship to another place. I find it interesting, by the way, that the northwest island, you built a little too close to the top of the map, and so it wrapped around to the bottom of the map. So this is the world we will be exploring. Cool. Well, now that we know that, I think we're about done here. So, down at the bottom of the screen is all of my patrons. And, let's see here. Next time, we're going to Polly. I guess we'll try out the meditate option. What is our spirit animal's name again? I forget. Sorry, Kappa spirit animal person. But we'll ask him what we'll be doing next time. Let's see here. Save right here. Keeping 2 save files on hand. That way, if I screw up a recording, I can just reload from the start of the episode. Overall, I think this episode went okay. But anyway, yeah guys, let me know what you think in regards to whether I should peek ahead or not. It would definitely make things go a little smoother, but at the same time, a full first-time reaction might be preferred. Anyway, I will see you in the next one.